in the car again. It's day 20 and it is really quite late in the day already. It's just after 2 p.m. It has been a really busy morning. I have gotten so much accomplished. It's been really great. I remade the chocolate salted caramel fudge. Again, I think I've switched the name around there. Using the actual ingredients rather than substitutes. So I think that's setting really nicely. So that's exciting. I'm eating the other one, but it's so gooey that it was really hard for me to try to cut up to serve to anyone. So I thought I'd better make a second batch, and I'm so happy with how it turned out today. And I've cleaned the kitchen. It is feeling nice and spotless. We clean it every day, but the boys are responsible for after dinner dishes, and it's not always done quite to my standard. So I gave it a good thorough clean down today, moved everything off the bench tops and gave it a good dust. And I have finished all of the Christmas wrapping. I've put all of the Christmas paper away. I am so excited. This is like a record for me. Today's the 20th of December. Normally this happens like the 24th. No, actually, usually around the 23rd. 22nd, 23rd is usually when I get into a panic of wrapping. So I'm feeling very happy and organised. Now I'm just off to the grocery store to do the big Christmas shop. I have my list of the key things. I'm sure there'll be other things that I'll grab as well. But I'm going to do the grocery shopping. We're going to have hamburgers for dinner tonight, just homemade hamburgers, just to make it quick and simple dinner, because I'd like to bake some Christmas cookies this afternoon as well, get ahead of that, and pop them into my new Christmas jars that I bought yesterday. I don't think there was anything else that I was going to catch you up on. I have been watching some Vlogmases while I was working today, so I've caught up on one of a Kate. I'm not all the way caught up. I think I'm up to about day 14, 15, whatever last Friday was. I think it was 15. So she just started off the day saying, oh my gosh, it's Friday. Well, today is not Friday. Today is Wednesday. But yeah, so I'm a little bit behind still, but I'll get there. I'm almost up to date with Nitty Natty. I am catching up, trying to watch her in amongst doing jobs, which is lovely to see her again. I really enjoy Nitty Natty's Vlogmas each year as well. And who else have I been watching lately? Who did I watch last night? I did watch some Vlogmases last night. I think I may have caught up with Sweet Skein of mine last night. The usual ones, which has been lovely. But okay, instead of telling you all the things I've done, I'm gonna go do some more things. So let's get this grocery shopping underway. Shopping's all done, put away, and dinner is being cooked right now. Well, the burger patties are getting fried right now. And while that's happening, I'm cleaning out the chicken brooder. So what I've just done is clean off their little pad, the heating pad here. They tend to get a lot of poop on there. So I've cleaned that off. I've cleaned off their perch bar. We have two perch bars. This is the clean one that I've just finished cleaning. And they've got the backup one inside now. And I'm about to replace their food and water. Oh, sorry, that was really close. So I thought I would show you that, because I don't think I've shown you any of this before. What I do when I clean it out is replace their bedding. Now, my plan is to replace it completely in the next couple of days, but we're using what's called a bit of a deep litter method, which means that there's quite a decent layer of wood shavings on the bottom of the brooder. Allows them to sort of kick it through, and it reduces the smells, which is great. But what I need to do, I think, is do a complete replacement of it, though I'm a bit reluctant because we're going to be moving into the crib soon. I think we're not far off, so I'm just going to keep topping it up for now. And we had to buy some more wood shavings today as well, because we were running low. The first lot that we bought 4 weeks ago now, I've just used the last of it. So I've got 2 new bags in the back of my husband's car, which I'll pull out later. But for today, I just used whatever was left there, and I'll top it up a bit more tomorrow probably. And yeah, I'm going to put everything back into the brooder, set them all back up again so they're nice and comfy for the evening. And I'll be going to bed very soon. So, bed, cute. And they go to sleep when the sun goes down. Our sunsets at the moment are around 8:30 p.m. It is now 6 p.m. So they've got about 2 hours of awake time, though this garage does get quite dark sooner. So I think they tend to quieten down a little bit earlier because there's only just the one little window right there. But yeah, I'm going to reset everything so they're ready to go, because tomorrow's going to be a busy day and I'm not going to get a chance to get in here early in the day. So I thought I'd do it later in the day today so that they're good for the whole day until we get home tomorrow. So yeah, just thought I'd show you that. I might flip the camera around and show you once I've got everything back in there. We have a couple that have found the highest perch, which wasn't designed to be a perch. It was just designed to be a bracket bracing. This is the first time I've seen this one up here. Normally Buffy comes up and stays up here for quite a while. But yeah, this is not meant to be a perch, but it has turned into one. Okay, I think this might work. So first off, I put the brooder plate back in. They tend to get a bit flighty when this happens, which makes sense. It's not so nice to have something coming in over your head. You're very tame, aren't you, girl? Yeah. Oh, I think I've put it in backwards. No, I haven't. That's the right way. And so we've been lifting this brooder plate up every few days, or every few weeks now, actually, just because they're growing. But they still tend to like hanging out under there. It's warm underneath. Hi, you're trying to eat my finger. Hi, I got no food for you. I'm sorry, I'll have to bring some food in from my hand. But I do have your other food. Okay, now next I put in their water. And I just hang it from one of these bars. Oh, thirsty girls. Thirsty ladies. So thirsty. Nice fresh water. And the last thing I do is put their food back in. It's been topped up. And they are happy. Now obviously Buffy is really obvious. Oopsies. Buffy is very obviously the one with the black spots who's just gone under the feeder. Now we have Penny and Beth. I think that's Beth. And I think that's Penny. They've grown so much it's hard to tell them apart now. And then out of the black ones, this is going to be trickier because they have changed so much. The one with the orange feet is Ziva. Just trying to see if I can find their feet. Used to be able to see it so much better. Actually, all their feet have gone a bit darker now, but I think this one here has the lightest coloured feet. So that must be Ziva. And then we have Kate and Abby. And again, I'm kind of assuming because I'm going by their size, and they may have changed order in who's the bigger one as they've grown. But yeah, the girls are doing great. They're growing. They're happy. And they'll be moving outside very soon. They've got a nice clean perch too. So that's their perch that I've replaced. Hi Buffy. I've replaced their perch there. It's nice and clean for them because they get quite mucky after a couple of days. But yeah, for those of you asking about the girls, this is how they're living their best lives right now. Soon they'll be outside in their coop. And this is why the brooder plate needs to be cleaned regularly, because they love perching on it. Even though they have a perfectly good perch right there. Yeah, at least it cleans off really easily, which is nice. Geez, they've gotten so big.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. water when they hit the ground. I hear the sound of empty streets. Yesterday has gone to sleep. So all that's left is you and me. I can't promise you're the only thing I see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me. Let our minds be caught up in a dream.
I got some happy mail yesterday that I didn't share with you because I've only just opened it up. It's been a busy 24 hours. And I thought, what better way to end the day than to show you my happy mail. And I also actually wanted to talk about my habitation throw as well. But let's start off with my amazing happy mail. This is from my lovely new friend Daniela of the Knitter's Suitcase. That's her card. Oh, I don't know if that's focusing. She makes project bags and she's so talented. Absolutely phenomenal. I am so blown away. So after our Zoom chat last week, I think it would have been like last Wednesday. So exactly a week ago now, I met her. And during that chat, I realized that she had an online store on Etsy. And while we were chatting, I had a quick browse of her store. And once we finished the call, I actually ordered a couple of bags from her. And they arrived, and they're amazing. Now, she has a lot of different bags. I think her shop's actually closed at the moment, or it's about to be closed because she's actually about to start traveling. But in the new year, definitely check out her Etsy store. I highly recommend it because she's got some really beautiful fabrics. Like, her fabric choices are just gorgeous. So I got 2 Christmas bags because it's Christmas season. Even though I'm not planning to cast anything new on right now, I'll definitely be prepared when I do decide to cast something on that's festive. So this is the first one I got. And it is so pretty. It's got little ice rink and little Christmas trees and snowmen, houses. I love it. Hopefully you can see that there. And then the second bag I got was a bigger one. And again, hard to choose. She had some really beautiful fabric choices on her page. Gnomes, Christmas gnomes. Hopefully that's visible for you. I love them so much. She's the sweetest as well, and she also included a little coaster for me, and I think I covered it up. And a beautiful little progress keeper. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's a little patchwork on the other side. Hopefully that's not too dark for you. I feel like the viewfinder's looking very dark. This new lens has a filter on it. It's like a UV filter of some sort, so I'm sorry if the colours aren't quite right. I might need to take it off or figure out how to use it properly. So yeah, so cute. And I'm just so amazed. And she sent me a beautiful card. It's the first Christmas card of the year, to be honest. We just don't send Christmas cards anymore, and it's so pretty. I love it. So that was a lovely bit of happy mail that arrived yesterday. I picked it up from the post office yesterday, right after I spoke with you, and then got home and got a start on dinner, and then had a shower, and then did some knitting, and then went to bed. And I didn't actually even edit my Vlogmas last night. I was really tired, so I did have an early-ish night. Actually, not early. I had a normal bedtime last night compared to what I have been having during Vlogmas, because I've been so determined to keep up to date this year that I'm staying up past bedtime to get them edited. But because I'm not working this year, I don't feel like it's terrible because I can actually catch up on that little bit of sleep in the morning, whereas normally I would be up at 5 o'clock in the morning for work. So getting up at 7 is quite a sleep in for me. But realistically, the last couple of days it's been more like 8 that I've been getting up. But today, because I had a nice early proper night's sleep last night, I got up at 6 this morning. So I caught the sunrise this morning and that was exciting. I edited my Vlogmas and then obviously I ran around like a crazy person and only stopped to check my mail properly just now. And I'm so grateful. So grateful for meeting amazing Instagram friends, internet friends, YouTube friends. Now, Daniela also does have a YouTube channel. So I did watch her vlog, well it's not a Vlogmas, but her Advent episodes yesterday, and I put a little clip yesterday morning of me watching her. So check out her YouTube channel. Those are her details there. Yeah, I think that's focused there. She is a lovely, lovely person, and I'm very grateful to have been able to meet her virtually at this point. One day we'll meet in person. She lives in Perth, so it may not be immediate, but we will eventually meet in person. Now, the other happy mail that arrived yesterday is not knitting related. It's actually more related to my gardens and the fact that I'm trying to be a bit more of a green thumb, more conscientious of what's happening in our garden, be more involved in the planting and enjoying the results of my gardens. So I've been following Nancy Birtwhistle on Instagram for a little while now, and I really wanted her Clean and Green book, and then saw that she had this bundle on Amazon, I think it was, a few weeks back. Well, actually it's probably more like a month or two ago, and I placed an order. It wasn't actually Amazon, no, I got them through Booktopia. I think I saw the bundle on Amazon, but I could get them cheaper on Booktopia maybe. Either way, the first of the books of the bundle arrived yesterday. So it's the Green Gardener's Handbook. And yeah, there's something weird happening with the lens. I'll have to check that in editing to see if that's obvious. But yeah, so I thought I'd get this book, and it's a gardening handbook. It's the complete guide to growing your own veg from former Bake Off winner and Sunday Times bestselling author Nancy Birtwhistle. Now, Nancy's Instagram is such a joy to watch. She has so many amazing hints and tips on green greening, that's not a word, green cleaning. So I'm really interested and excited to get her Clean and Green book. Green and Clean. Now I can't remember what it's called. I've confused myself. That will arrive in the mail at some point, probably in the new year. I think I'm getting a hardcover version of it as well, which is why there's been a bit of a delay. And there's another one that's in that bundle that I can't remember what it is now. But yeah, it was a bundle of 3. So I'm really, really excited to have a read of this, see what I can learn from her, because I feel like I've learned a lot from just watching her reels. She's got a lot of amazing tips. I will link her down below. I don't know that she has a YouTube, but she definitely has a very active Instagram page. So that is it for my happy mail. So I wanted to talk about my habitation throw as well today, and I just wanted to talk about how I've been planning it out. So I'm using this little notebook here that actually, I included these in the Little Friends Advent Swap last year. I found these and they're so pretty, so I included them as one of the little extras. So it feels like a very fitting little notebook to use for an Advent project. And what I've done here is, it's a bit haphazard, but it allows me to conceptualize the project, especially when it's such a big project, so that I feel like I'm keeping on track. And I'm also feeling like I'm progressing, despite the fact that I can see the progress in the knitted item. I just like to feel like I'm almost ticking things off like a to-do list. So what I've done here is, I'll show you there. So I've got the day, and then, so it's day dot skein, is it? no, it's day dot which pass of that colour I'm using because I'm on my third pass at the moment, so these were all first pass. Then I've got the starting weight, the ending weight. Obviously I didn't capture that for the first few days, so I just put in the ending weight and then I do a calculation of how much yarn was used for that section. And you can see, I guess, more here. A few little scribbles where I've either made a mistake or, yeah, for whatever reason. But I am now about to start the 52nd stripe. So this is where I'm at now. Whoops. I'm about to start the 52nd stripe. It is the third pass of me using this colorway, or this set of colorways. And it is the second day that I'm about to start. And you can see there's 4.15 it says. I'm reading it backwards on the screen. I'm pretty sure it says 15. No, 17. 4.17 grams I'm starting with. And what I did when I did the last mini, I actually started calculating how much yarn I used per row, because you'll see the rows, the lines above, I've actually used 2 different colorways to complete that section because I ran out. I did not win at Yarn Chicken for that section, but it was okay because I used a colorway so similar that you can't even tell, and that colorway was from day 17, which I'm not going to get to, so I won't be running out of it later, if that makes sense. So for my last section I used 4.88 grams of yarn. Now I do 10 rows in a colorway, so 4.88 grams is 0.48 on average of a gram of yarn per stripe. So if I use that sort of gauge, 4.17, as I keep decreasing, I'm going to have plenty. To be honest, in the last couple of lines, I think I was using 0.4, 0.39 maybe of a gram. So 4.17 grams in the next line. This is a lot of maths, I'm sorry. Means that I've got plenty of yarn to do the next section without running out. And I'm on my 52nd stripe, which is exciting. And I had a look here, and the reason why I like keeping these little notebooks is pulling out that big project and having a look at the stripes. I'm having to count each time. Here I can see that the line, or the row, the section that I used the most yarn on was section 30. So I think I will have to do 60 sections in total, because that would have been the halfway point. At that point I started decreasing again. So yeah, I will be aiming to do 60 stripes in total. So that's 2 passes of each colorway of the Advent, and that includes, excuse me, itchy nose, it includes the 25th day full skein as well. And I am now on the 3rd pass, which means that I will use another 9 of those colours. I think that's right. I could be wrong. I feel like that must be right. But I might flip the camera around and have a look at it and actually check, because now I'm questioning myself. So let's have a look. Okay, so here it is in all of its glory. Can I get it in the one frame? It is almost done. And yes, I have counted the stripes, and so from the starting point here to the center point before I started decreasing, which is, I'm trying to see it through the camera, the dark blue line here are 30 stripes. So there's 30 stripes there, so I did a full repeat up until that's the 25th day, and then I started days 1, 2, 3 and 4 and continued on with 5, 6, 7 all the way up until 25 again. Where is 25? There's 25, and that was number 1. So now I will keep going until I get to day 9. I think 9 might be right, maybe 10. So I don't have much left to go. But what I am really impressed with is that I did pop a progress keeper when I started knitting on it this year during Vlogmas. And this is where I started, where this little reindeer is. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stripes, and some of them were quite long. So those last 8 or 9 will go pretty quickly, I think, because they're getting shorter and shorter. And when I compare that to when I started it last year on the 17th of December, so on the 17th of December last year I started here, and I got to this little Santa. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so I did 9 stripes during Vlogmas last year, and I've got about 9 left to go, and today's the 20th. 4 days. Let's see if I can do it. I hope so. My aim is to finish this by the time, well, by Christmas Day would be nice. Even if I have to finish it on Christmas Day, I'm not sad about that at all, although we do have quite a busy day Christmas Day, have a busy day Christmas Eve. The aim is to finish this, and I'm so excited that it's so close. I'm so happy that I picked it up to work on during Vlogmas again this year. It's a real advent project, and it's a beautiful size. So obviously it's not as big as the rug, but this is a really decent size throw. So this is using, or aiming to use, as close to 20 grams of each mini as possible. And I just finished a full mini last night of that really pale pink colour. So yeah, I won't have much left, which is pretty exciting. I've calculated it quite spot on. I hope that was helpful and it made sense. I felt like that went on for a lot longer than I had anticipated that it would. But please let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them for you. But no, I'm really happy with how that's going. It's progressing really nicely. In terms of my other projects, my advent socks for the Cozy Knitter Advent Skein are progressing nicely. I finished today's stripe on one sock this morning while I was editing, which is great. So that is day 20 stripe there. And I'm actually on day 23, I think, on the other sock. So I might not show you that now. I might wait. Keep the surprise going, even though, as a lot of you have said, you saw the colours when you wound it up anyway. But I might just flash it for you. If you don't want to see, look away, and I'll let you know when you can look again. So yeah, actually I think that's 22. I'm just about to start 23. Yeah, okay, you can look now. I've hidden it. Not hidden it, it's just out of frame. I am actually knitting on it at the moment. My aim is to try to get to the toe of this first one as soon as possible so I can get the heel and toe done, or the toe done so I can cut in the heel, and then I'll know exactly where the heel will need to go into the other one, so I can do that heel as well, and then maybe knit those last few stripes as the days are actually happening. So that will be good. And I will have these socks finished in time for Christmas. Christmas is meant to be quite mild this year. I think I saw a forecast this morning that said around 25 degrees Celsius. So that should be a really beautiful day. Don't think it's really hand knit sock weather. I think it'll be a bit warm for that. Having said that, the evenings here have been quite cool. So that's not to say that I won't be wearing hand knit socks in the evening potentially, or early in the morning. What is the temperature now? It is 14 degrees Celsius at the moment. And I think it's dropping down to around 8 degrees Celsius tonight, which, you know, we're in summer, middle of summer. That's quite chilly for the middle of summer in Australia. But it's okay. It's fine. I get to wear my hand knits. I'm wearing my hand knit cardigan today. I have talked about this one in an earlier Vlogmas. It is the Mayberry cardigan by Amy Loudon, who is also tailoress. Little Tailoress? I think she was Little Tailoress before. I think it's just Tailoress Studios. I think that's right. So yeah, I did talk about it. I don't know which day now. It was a little while ago, but one of the days during this Vlogmas cycle. But I might leave you there. I feel like I've been talking a lot today, and therefore this will be a really long episode, so I do apologise. It's such a busy time of year, but I am so grateful to those of you who watch, whether it's each day or when you can. It means so much to me that you take time out of your busy schedules to spend some time with me. It makes me very happy. And I'm loving, again, still chatting with you in the comments. It's lots of fun. As things get busy, you may notice that I'm slower to respond to comments. And sometimes I may just leave a heart or a like on your comment if I don't have time to reply. But please know that I read them all and I cherish them all. I am so grateful for each and every one of you who is here with me. Take care, look after yourself, take time for yourself, do things that make you feel calm during this busy time of year. And I'll see you soon.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up place that only we can see.